everyone.
Welcome back.
It's us. We've been away for a long time.
It has been a very long time.
I'm sure that you were missing us.
Or not.
Today,
On that note,
today we're talking about mommyhood. Do you want to
clearly we're well versed up in this.
Yeah, but our kids are older.
I mean, I don't know if people know, but like I have 3 kids and you have 2.
I have 2.
I feel like we talked about this before in like another podcast episode, but
people don't care about that.
I mean, I do feel like that is one of those things where it's like you're at work and like you start talking about your kids
and people are like falling asleep.
Yeah. I mean, like nobody wants to be that mom that like is busting out the photos and like, oh, look,
don't you
here they are
that,
right
though?
here doing
like being
this,
in a crowd of people and they had fucking kids and you were just like, oh. They're like, my baby is getting so big. And you're like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like when you're young.
Now we're those people.
And now we're those people.
Oh my God. Mm. But we're
okay, but we're cool. I just about to say that. We're cool moms now.
Like on Zoe's field trip, I was like, I'm a cool mom. And she was like, yeah. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
You know what it is, though? I feel like when you're around the other children, like you immediately get the sense that like they see you and like you're dressed cute. And like, I feel like the kids kind of hype you up.
I was full on like military outfit. Like I thought I looked so cool because we were like down by the Capitol. And I was like, ooh, I bet the police think I'm one of them or whatever. And no, like.
The police. Okay. Hold on, though. Because the police thinking you're one of them is crazy.
I had like army pants and
just because
boots.
you had camouflage.
Jen undercover.
I was like, I wonder if people think I'm like a Secret Service person.
I don't think they were thinking that, babe. I don't think that at all. I felt very like, you know what? Good for you for feeling that
in front of the Capitol,
you
like
were
nobody's coming in here.
Catfishing people as a undercover police officer.
It's me. Anyways.
Mommyhood
questions. I think you should go first because I always go first with everything.
Okay, I'm going to ask the first question. What surprised you the most about becoming a mom?
Probably that.
I feel like I'm like.
I think like that. First of all, like I'm good at it.
Oh,
that surprised me.
Excuse me.
I mean, it's like because I feel like before you have kids, like, and you're like pregnant, right? It's like I don't know how to fucking do this, and like of course you got like panic and everything else, but it's like what happens when I'm responsible now for another human being, like.
100%. I remember when I gave birth to KJ and then literally was gonna go home and like you put him in the back of the car and like his like head was like moving around because they have no neck control and I was fucking paranoid.
No.
Also, I'm like, I literally just gave birth to a human being.
I know.
And you guys are allowing me to bring it home, to take this kid home and like
your body.
take care of them. It's
It's
like imposter syndrome on 1,000.
But like it's surprising like how good like it like really is instinct because it's like you're so connected to them that like you know when something's wrong and that's like I think the hard part for dads is like they don't really get that. I mean
that's true. That's
like
true.
it has to like cultivate and like happen like over time because we're breastfeeding, we're like connected, all the things and like I mean, I felt instant connection. Like I felt
for sure.
instantly like I was like, oh, I need to do this, and I mean, I was so surprised. I
feel like I definitely felt like instant connection. I think what surprised me the most about being a mom is that like I'm doing it. I did it. Like I like
without any training.
Because let me tell you something. Getting them out of like infancy, like to me, that's the biggest feat. Like they survived. They are like alive. Like they're walking. Like
it's crazy because like
that is crazy.
You don't know if they're like breathing. Like like all of the things scare you. Like for the first 3 months is literally like this kid is gonna die. Like that's what it feels like to you. Because
it does
you're just
feel
like,
that way.
They're in another room and you're not hearing them cry.
They're tiny.
You're constantly checking on them, and like then you get to 3 months and you're like, oh my God, we made it. Like they're alive.
I don't even know if I felt like that at 3 months.
Oh, I definitely did.
I think I felt like at like 6 months, like 8 months is where I was like, okay, like I'm doing this.
It's like the unsolicited information people give you too. Like they're like, kids are durable and like, you'll get it, mom. And you're just like, this is not fucking helpful.
I don't know about you, but like and I feel like I can say this. So if you're going to judge me, like whatever, but I feel like I can say this. Like everybody has experienced a moment where like you were changing the baby on the dresser and then they
Rolled
might have
off.
fucking rolled off.
Oh, and you hear that like thump?
Yeah, like the thump, and then like the.
I know, like, oh my God, it is the worst thing ever.
And you feel like the worst human being on the face of the planet. I'm like, oh my God, my kid has like brain damage. He's gonna be paralyzed. Like,
I don't think Milo
that is
did
where
cry.
my mind instantly went. I'm like, oh my God, his head's about to swell.
Like
He's
all their
about to
bones
be
just
in the fucking ER.
And you're gonna go to jail because you beat your child. I know. It is. It's a lot of responsibility.
It's so fucking scary. You're like, oh my gosh. And then like later on you realize they're so fine. Terrible. Like they're okay.
God, I'll never forget. Like Milo was like, I think he was like 3 and we were in our rental house and like he was running full speed and ran into the wall. And literally when I tell you this child turned around and there was like a golf ball not on his head. And I was like, and of course you have to be like, everything's okay. But in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I can't take him to the hospital. They're going to be like, what did you do? And I mean, it was like, it wasn't just like a little night. It was like, I was like, oh my God. And of course I called Diana and she's like, I think he needs to go to the hospital. And I'm like, I'm not taking him.
I honestly think that like that first year, like and I think about like Mike and I talk about this all the time. I'm like, why the fuck did I take them to the doctor so much? Like any little thing, if they had like anything, I was like, oh my God, we need to take them to the doctor.
And you're like
so freaked out. Yeah. Like about everything. By the time you have like the third one, poor Winter, I'm like, you're fine. Like
it's like the commercial.
If you're not on your deathbed, like we don't need to go to the doctor. It's fine.
I know. And you're like, oh, it's a fever. It'll go away. Oh, you know what? You don't even feel hot. You're fine. Where with the first one, you're like, oh my God.
Call like they're like coughing and you're like, oh my gosh, they have pneumonia.
Right. You're convinced you're going to kill your child.
Yeah, you are.
First fucking year, for sure.
I mean,
it's everything. It's the car seat. Is it in tight enough? I don't miss that shit.
I mean, I think then you get to the point where you like phase on and then like it's like smooth sailing at this point.
I'm telling you.
I don't know. Is it smooth sailing? Because I feel like now we're facing new shit.
Every age has its problems.
Yeah.
It's tough.
At what age do they become quote unquote easy to parent? Is it like 1? Is it like 3?
I disagree. I feel like when they become like old enough to tell you like yes, no, like simple things, like when they can start talking.
Easier.
That to me is when
it's no more like and you're like, what?
And you're like, what?
Do you want the cheese or
you're like, oh my.
You know,
do you want the G.I. Joe doll? It's like, well, actually, no one's playing with G.I. Joes. Like, it's, you want the fucking fingerling? and by the way, fingerling is like such a sketchy name for a child's toy. Literally, my youngest Winter
that like hangs on your finger.
Winter threw a fucking fit because she wanted a goddamn fingerling, and I'm like,
and you got it for her.
I'm not getting you the finger bang toy. Like, what? Like, why is it a fingerling? When you love to be like a toy creator or like just like even just to like be a part of naming the toys, because I'm just like, I envision like a boardroom full of people and like I'm like fingerling was the best name that they could come up with.
They just watched SNL the night before and they're like, ooh, fingerling. I know, it's bad. I don't think so.
I don't remember what the fuck we were talking about because I got off on a tangent about the fingerling.
A question. Do you ever miss your pre-mommy self? What do you miss the most? I mean, that's obvious.
I feel like I did at like for a moment there. Like, yeah, like I feel like when like that first year, once again, like when you're deep in it and you're changing diapers and there's fucking puke on you and like you're taking the diaper genie and like tossing like it is easy to go down that like rabbit hole of like mom hell, you know?
I know.
And then I feel like you like reemerge at some point and you know, like your kids are more self-sufficient and then you get your shit back and then you're going to concerts and you're hitting your vape and you're
No, I'm like, I feel like I miss like not having responsibilities.
Yeah, because that you never really get.
Because it's never like you're just leaving the house with everyone. You're like leaving the house and you need a bag and you got to make sure there's food and a drink and everybody's going to have to stop to pee. Did you use the bathroom? It's like, it's not, I miss leaving the house and not having like to worry.
Or having somebody fucking call you, because Lord knows, you know, my kids fucking call me for fucking everything, dude. Everything.
And it's always like FaceTime.
And it's usually the oldest, like calling me for like the dumbest. I'm like, what are you, my money bodyguard? I'm like, are you my dad? You need my update? When you're gonna be home. Right. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Mom, what time are you coming home?
Right.
He's like, babe, I don't know. I'm
Mom, I need $30. Mom,
I really need this game done. I know.
Mom, I want a hoodie.
And it's like $400.
Yeah, it's like, can you just leave me alone? Can I just be?
I don't know, because it's like you don't regret having your kids, but like I miss like taking full advantage of the life that was before children.
Or
I kind of did though.
Getting shit faced the night before and then just being like hungover the next day and like
those were the days.
Literally not having to worry about like taking care of anyone.
I know it. Or you could like leave your house a mess and no one would know.
Yeah,
that was great.
Didn't matter.
Those days are over.
Those days are dead and gone.
Dead and gone.
Those days are dead and gone.
What's the one thing, if you could tell, if you as moms could tell your past selves before your moms, what's like the one thing that you would tell yourself if you could?
It's gonna be okay. You're gonna do okay. I think that would be.
Do your best.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that, like, I feel like all moms have like mom guilt where you put like crazy pressure on yourself to be like a perfect parent and all that. But they're like, I feel like it's very cliche.
Yeah.
To say like there's no handbook, like there's no guide, but that is fucking true. Like there is no
gatekeep and like help out people. Like I don't know. I felt like there was a lot of like mom shaming around it, kind of, right? Like,
for sure. Like, I feel like the minute that you give birth and you're in the hospital, it's like the whole like breastfeeding or not breastfeeding thing, and it's like
the milk mafia.
And you put pressure on yourself to like to breastfeed because they tell you that like that's what you do.
I literally,
dude, all of my kids drink fucking formula, and they're all fucking fine. They're all fine.
I remember like feeling like I was itty bitty titty committee, first of all.
Same.
Not anymore, but. And like they were like, just. And I'm like, I fucking hate this.
I know.
The only thing I want on my nipple is a man. Yeah. That's it.
Right.
Or woman, whatever stage of life you're in. So, like, for me, it was just like, and then they would stand there and like watch you, and you're just like, this is like already, like, this thing just came out of me, and now you want it to be on me sucking my teeth.
I mean, I feel like unpopular opinion, but like, I never really like felt like,
no,
people were like, I'm breastfeeding my little.
When you do that,
I'm breastfeeding my baby, and it's like, I never like felt that. Like, I did it whatever that was supposed to be.
Because it was free, but I did it for like, I think I did it for like 2 months with Milo and like a week with Zoe because I was like over it.
Honestly, I just felt like I was like, it's uncomfortable. Yeah. And like it kind of fucking hurts, honestly. And
it's fascinating, actually.
I'd rather just give them a bottle. Like,
no shade to breastfeeding girls.
No shade to breastfeeding girls, but I feel like for the people that like do say like, I didn't feel it. Like, I feel like it's important to say that like not everybody feels this. I think that's
a good answer to connection. This question. It's kind of like, what's one thing you could say? It'd be like, everybody's different, and like,
don't fucking put unnecessary pressure on yourself.
Like, you don't have to do like everyone else in your neighborhood is doing, that is having babies. Like, you can do it your own fucking way, and that's okay. And if like they give you a hard time, they're not your tribe. Goodbye.
I mean, I just remember like for the baby like registry, and like you're in Target and you're like scanning all the things, and there's like 8 million different bottles that I'm like, I don't know, because I'm a newbie, so I don't even fucking know.
Your baby only wants like one kind. Yeah, that pissed me off. Like, I got so many gifts, and it was the Tipsy. What is it? Tommy Tipsy.
The Tommy Tippies. Or is it Tippy Tommy?
I don't know.
It's
but they're the most expensive ones, and they're like, it's so weird because like to us, like our human eye, it looks like the same, but babies know, man. I would try to switch it up, and he would be like, and I'm like, how do you know that this is a different one?
I mean, I will say once again, unpopular opinion, my kids actually just like the regular old, like the old school ones. And like, honestly, I would have to like
latex or something,
cut like a little hole in it. Cause like my kids were fucking greedy.
They're like,
and they couldn't get that shit out fast enough. Like the Tommy Tippies, it like stops it so they can't drink it fast.
My favorite thing was, do you remember this? Where like when they were first born, Zach, like they're like, everything is like jerk moves, and you put the fucking bottle near their face,
and they're like
they're like psychopaths.
They look insane. I mean, I feel like I just But I mean, essentially, that is what they fucking look like. I mean, they like look crazy, and then once they get it, they're like, and like you're like,
this shit is crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. And I just like remember they would like guzzle the fucking bottle down in like record timing, and then you like flip them over, and you like, and it'd be like,
I know. God.
Like, oh,
I mean, it's so hard though. And it's like, but then it's like the part about like sharing your baby with others, like, and like people will watch them and you have to let go and like let them do it how they're going to do it. Like that was my thing. It was like, okay, you're not holding them right. Okay, you're not burping them right. Okay, you're not feeding them right. Okay, the car seat is wrong. And it's like, you know, that control. It's like, it's
I
okay.
never really got over that. Like I know, I know some people say like by child number 3, but like even like with Winter, I was like, no,
Helicopter all the way.
Yeah, no, I'm like, give me my baby back.
I know. It's like you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Scott would like set Milo in the boppy like a fucking gerbil. Literally, he would be sitting there. He would have literally adult size headphones on, watching Baby Einstein. No, not Baby Einstein. What is the other one? Anyways, be watching a video on an iPad that was set up on the boppy with like building blocks behind it.
It's the fucking one with the kids with like the big ass head.
Yes.
What is that?
Teletubbies. No,
it's not Teletubbies. I can't remember. I know what you're talking about.
He would be sitting there in the boppy, and he was like literally maybe 3 or 4 months old, and these humans like adult size headphones. The iPad would be leaned up like this, and he would have like blankets holding the bottle like this,
propping it up
like a gerbil, and Milo could like, and I'm like. Pretty sure that that's child abuse.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, and yet here we are, we're like, oh, you have to be, you know? And it's like, it always cracked me up because I'm like, men do it so effortlessly and like so different. And we do it like,
I feel like I did.
We're manic.
I feel like I got a little resourceful. I feel like I did kind of do that sometimes. Yeah. Because I would just get tired of like holding the bottle, and then like you put them in and you're like, rocking them with like your foot, like watching your TV show, you know?
I mean,
I don't know.
Exhausting.
I feel like I got resourceful.
Because you guys have raised both, are boys easier or are girls easier? Or does it depend on the child?
I think it depends on the age.
Yeah.
Because boys is
I
hard
feel like
right
it
now.
depends on the age. And like potty training a boy versus potty training a girl is not the same.
Potty training sucks all around. And I got
potty
so sick of
training-
people trying to tell me what to do. Like, let him run around naked. I'm like, I'm not doing that. My kid will shit in the living room.
There's advice right there. Like potty training is where I feel like people get judgy. Don't you feel like people get judgy like when your child isn't potty trained like by a certain age?
I think it depends too on who you ask. Like, if you ask dad who's easier, like he's going to say the son. And you ask mom, it's going to be girl because you're connected in a way where it's like familiar. I think
the best advice I got with potty training was from another mom when Aria was doing gymnastics. And she was like, your child isn't going to go to kindergarten in diapers. She was like, honestly, she was like, if they're still like in the little training, she was like, just let them continue. She was like, at some point, she was like, they're gonna face.
Like, you're keeping up with the Joneses in your whole entire life. Like, why do you have to do that when you have a baby?
Yeah.
Like, if your baby, I mean, I can't remember. I want to say Milo was kind of advanced in all of his things, which was surprising because A, he was early, and B, he was 5 pounds. But like, people would be like, oh my God, your baby is walking already. Mine isn't. And I'm like, your baby is different than my baby. Right. It does not fucking matter.
Yeah.
Like,
no shit.
But there would be moms that would be like, oh gosh, like he's not doing that yet. That's really weird.
No,
Like,
yeah,
you're not my tribe. Like, move on. Don't let people dictate like how your child should be.
100%.
Is one like sex easier than the other? Probably not.
No.
I think girls are more sensitive and demand more of your attention, where boys are more curious and like active. Where like, don't jump on that. Don't do that. Don't. I felt like
They're
with
more
Milo, it was like,
yeah.
Parkour king. Like, and you're like, oh my God. Where girls are just like, oh, look at Play-Doh, flowers.
I mean, or even like when they play with their like toys, it's like they're crashing their like cars into each other, and you're like, geez.
Like Lord Jesus.
Like, are you going to be a serial killer when you get older? Like, what is going on?
I know. Like, don't.
But I feel like it's all normal. I feel like it's all normal.
Yeah. I think it depends. I think boys are harder now.
Yeah.
Don't you? I think it's hard. It's hard for me because I feel like
I don't know, because I feel like I talk to him so much. Like I'm really close with him, so I feel like he tells me anything, even when I'm like not looking for it. I'm like, I can't believe you just told me that. But also, I'm like, I'm glad you just told me that, because
amazing.
I would have never told my parents that.
Like, it used to be like the door was open all the time, and like now the door is closed. And I'm like, we never really talked about the door being closed.
Now that I will say, like, the door gets close. And it's like usually when he's like on the phone with his
need to know.
girlfriend, and then the door closes.
The door closes all the time. And I'll be like literally like right outside the room and he'll be like, and close. And I'm like, so rude.
You're like in the vicinity and he's like, door closed.
I know. And it's not, and it's just everything is different now. Everything is different.
Next question.
No, it's you. Next page.
Okay, that's a good one. What's a mommy myth you wish people would stop spreading?
I don't know.
Can you think of one?
I mean, the hair on the baby giving you heartburn is fact.
Oh yeah, I know that they say that that's like I
would say that's the only one that
like an old wives' tale, but honestly, I really do. And I don't know if you ever did the like, what is it, like the necklace?
No.
And like you hold it. I feel like there's truth to that.
Really?
I did it with all mine. It was always right.
Also, I was right, so you didn't really need that. But anyways,
just saying.
Mommy myths? What is a mommy myth? What's like one that you could think of that could like that stands out?
A mommy myth? Can we chat GPT this?
No. Like, I mean, is it like? I don't even know. I don't know. Next question. I don't know. What it is. I don't know what a mommy myth is.
Let us know if you guys know what but we're too dumb. We're like, a mommy myth. What is that?
We have been moms for 12 years now. So it's a little, and I'm sure like some of the things that we're saying are outdated, which is crazy to think. But
that's a good one. Look, what's your I don't give a fuck parenting moment?
First of all, for anyone that doesn't know, this is my Dilligaff year.
Correct. Also my Dilligaff year as well.
Dilligaff year.
Do I look like I give a fuck?
You know what it is? Because we are both style queens, right?
Yes.
And we like our children to look perfect.
Patiently waiting.
Eventually.
Although, don't judge me this morning.
Correct.
Don't judge me this morning.
Eventually, I was like, I don't give a fuck. You can go to school in that. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, I am done with the screaming and the crying because you don't want to put on a tiny Adidas that looks fucking cool and you want to wear flip-flops. Goodbye. I'm fucking done.
For me, what takes me out, it's like the like pattern of the top with like the top and the bottom never like matching, and then like some random pair of shoes going with it, and then like the hair is that is where I draw the line. I'm like, something has got to give.
It very rarely happens.
And you have seen my children on multiple occasions where daddy dressed the kids, and sorry, but
it's
like
the hair.
Dad, no offense, but like it's just like it's the hair, it's everything.
My kids are so cute, it doesn't matter. But
I mean, you're right, but it does though, because it's like you're so cute, but like seeing you this.
A lot of my I don't give a fuck moment came like watching the whole like presentation from Zoe yesterday, because like I sent her to school, like I'm not even kidding you. This morning it was like checkered shorts with that have Vans that match with a little blue sweatshirt, hair is perfect, all the things. But like then I like saw the classroom and I was like,
I know.
Y'all say you're whatever.
I know. I literally say that.
I don't care, but like some of them have like stains, and I'm like, and I don't know if it's because of who we are and what we do that we are like this, but I'm like, my kid is not going to school like that.
I think that when you are in a appearance focused, job, it's like, you're going to be thinking that
We're just hypersensitive.
My I don't give a fuck parenting moment is like giving them phones or
that too.
Shit to like keep them occupied so that I can like do what I need to do. I'm sorry. Like, I know that like old school people are going to come for me and be like, that's so bad. Or like,
people are,
oh my God, we give them limited screen time. But I'm sorry. Like if it means that I can actually get the shit done that I need to.
And I agree with that.
Enjoy you.
I agree with that. And it's like, people will be like, our kids aren't allowed to watch TV. And I'm like, first of all, both of my children are gifted. So are yours. It's like, do you not want them to know what's relevant in the world? That you're sending your kids out prepared. We did not have that as children. As little itty bitties, we didn't have phones in our faces.
I mean, I will say,
what's going on,
I feel like both of our children are very creative.
They're both creative. All of them are creative.
I mean, I think
they're polite. They're respectful. They know to ask questions. They're kind. I don't think obviously some of it's from us, but I do think they learn that by being on devices Whatever.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't care about that. Like, that's I don't give a fuck parenting.
No.
I just like, I'm sorry. I'm like.
You're sitting with your baby at the freaking doctor and they're 3 years old and they're sick and they're screaming and crying. And the person next to you is like, baby is going crazy. I could hand my kid. I'd be like, take mommy's phone. And they're like,
take my fucking phone, man.
And yours is still crying. Why? Because you're like, I don't do devices.
Enjoy watching Stella or Nastia. Enjoy Nastia.
Right. Enjoy.
All kids watch fucking. What is up with all kids and Nastia? Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Zoe's on like Shonix and
I feel like Aria was really big on Shonix.
She like reviews the horror. Like,
shout out to Shonix if you're watching.
I love her.
I love Shonix.
She's older than I thought she was.
She is.
She's like, is she 20?
Yeah, but if you think about it, Nastia is like the videos that kids watch. It's like Nastia when she was like a little, but Nastia is not little Nastia anymore.
Sniper Wolf is in her 30s.
Sniper Wolf is in her damn 30s.
If you check her Instagram, you're like, oh yeah, you're a diva.
Correct.
It's toot.
Right.
Yeah.
But for the kids, it's like, right. I mean, that would be like if we threw you into like a kid's YouTube world.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. Today.
I can't even imagine.
Oh my God. I think it would be
Could you imagine us doing a YouTube show for kids?
Well, keeping it PG would be really fucking hard, right? It would be like, I wonder if they have to do a lot of takes on that kind of stuff because it's like, oh shit, I can't say shit, or like.
I feel like we do too many fuck this, fuck that, shit this, shit
adult
that.
Stuff. Yeah, and it always leads to sexual.
Right. Sure and it's like, what do we teach at the kids?
Pretty sure that would be frowned on.
Yeah.
Also,
pretty much.
Shout out to Seven Brew.
Oh, it's literally the best. Like, honestly, I think I'm a little burnt out on the smoothies. I love it. I think it's amazing.
I love it.
But I'm burnt out.
I've had one every single day.
And this is why I feel like I'm like, today, and you're not because you didn't do the energy chiller.
I don't like those. They taste gross.
Because you don't like the taste of the energy drink. Okay.
Looks actually.
We phased on.
Okay. Do you want to take the next question?
Do you ever glam up just to take the trash out or do school drop off? I
glam in the morning.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Are the windows down? Yeah, they are.
Hell yeah. Do I have to walk into the school and people see me?
That's me later. Yes.
It's a yes.
It's never ratchet. Even in the morning, like when I drop Milo at school, I'm just scared that someone might see me and be like, is that your mom? And I'm like, no, I'm like.
Especially for school pickups. I'm like, I don't want anyone seeing me. Like, I saw your mom and your mom's ugly.
No one would say that, but.
Because kids are mean. It's like, yeah, bro, I saw your mom and your mom's fucking ugly. Like, kids are mean.
There's this girl that like rides Milo's bus and like, I'm not going to name names, but she's very like me-centered. Like, so I become the car that like when it's chilly or
yes,
raining,
you've told me this.
The kids get in my car, right? So and I'm cool with it because like I'll like we jam out or whatever, and I'm a cool mom. I'm a cool mom, right? But this girl always gets in the car and talks about herself, and it makes me insane. She's like, so this morning I it's like all about her. I told Milo, God, I always call him Scott. I told Milo this morning, I was like, I see her at the bus stop, and he's like, oh. And I'm like, I'm taking you to school.
Do you now dread her getting in your car?
I avoid the bus stop and I take her straight to school now. I feel bad, but it's like, I don't like that.
First of all, this school is like 5 minutes away from your home. So like, I don't even know why you don't do that anyway, honestly.
Because I do like being at the bus stop with the cool ones because they're like, you're so pretty and like that. But can you imagine if I didn't have hair and makeup done?
Now today you're like, I'm going to keep on driving.
I did. I saw her. No, like she was behind the stop sign. I don't think she saw me. So I backed up and then we went the back way and I took the back way. Milo was like, hit it. I'm like.
She definitely saw you. You have a fucking white car.
Her parents smoke cigarettes and they like, you could just like smell it on her and it like brings the smell. And like Zoe is like, is she going to be there? And I'm like, probably. She's like, I'm not getting in the car. I'm not going with you. It's like terrible. But no, I always will have my face on and everything because. You never know who you're going to run into.
And if you don't, it's
a hat and sunglasses.
Right. Yes. Whatever. Or
I'm not getting out of the car.
But no shade to anybody who doesn't. Right. But for me personally.
That's a choice,
Right. It's a choice for me personally.
It's not our choice.
You guys would be like, does your mom do heroin if I showed up to the school?
You're a liar.
I can't have that for my kids.
About you. There have been days you showed up at the studio and like just to visit and you had no makeup on and people are like, oh my God, she is so beautiful. And I'm like, oh, you fucking bitch. Like, she didn't even have any makeup on and everybody is in love with you. You did. They were like, oh, Shadi is so pretty. I'm like, I know.
Wow.
No makeup. And
I can show you some photos. I can show you some photos that are scary.
Anyway. Oh, like that doesn't, I can ask you though. How long after giving birth did it take to feel like you again?
Probably a fucking year, honestly. I mean, after I had Arya, like,
but you had them all
my
regular.
fucking skin like was insane. Like, I feel like that's something that people don't like forewarn you about. That like, okay, you've had the baby, but like hormones and shit are still in your fucking body. No, do you feel that way?
No, I had C-sections.
You don't ever look back at any of your photos after you had the kids where you like, I'm gonna be honest, there were some times where I was like, I look good. But then, you know, seeing it back, I'm like, I looked insane.
Oh no, there is
I looked insane.
It's the big photo.
I already know what you're gonna fucking say.
The thigh photo. I was like, Scott was like, who is that? And I'm like, that's me, motherfucker. That's me. He's like, that is not you. I'm like, it is after I gave birth to Zoe.
Pushing a fucking lawnmower.
No, I didn't. I had C-sections.
Was it the lawnmower photo?
Oh, no, not that one.
Oh,
the one in the chair at the hospital.
Dude.
That one is so ugly. We're not flashing that.
I have so many ugly ones. So if that's your like, where I have so many, like I have one, like the photos right after you've given birth are the worst. Literally the worst.
And you're still like drugged up and like, you know.
I don't think, but to be fair, I don't know if I've ever seen a photo of somebody like right after they gave birth and was like, wow, they actually look great.
No, and then Bella baby comes in and they're like, do you want to take a photo? And you're like, are you joking? No, I don't want to take a photo.
No, I don't want you to take my photo. I don't
want to take a photo.
You can get the baby though.
Right.
Baby looks cute as shit.
Put my hand in the photo.
Right.
Like, there's my hand. They're like, cup his head. I'm like, but I got like one fucking lash on, like, oh, but with Zoe, I was like, I'm here to have a baby. I don't you know, because you know,
I know, but still, like, I still feel like even in those, I'm like,
you thought you looked good. I know. You thought you looked good, but actually,
no amount of makeup in the world can take away the swelling that's in your face. Like, literally, that takes a solid, I feel like that takes a solid couple of months for that to all, like, subside.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like after Milo, I looked pretty amazing. Having a C-section, I had a wedding the following weekend. I had to work. I just remember being at Pippin Hill because that's where it was. And, like, I remember I wasn't breastfeeding with Milo. They kept trying and trying. I'm itty bitty, like nothing. And I just remember I'm at a wedding. I think it was with Kelsey. And she was like, you need to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, why? She's like, your boobs are huge. And I went in there and they were like, I'm like squeezing it in the bathroom.
Which, by the way, that don't you agree that that's like one of the most bizarre feelings in the entire world?
It feels like pellets.
It feels like burning too, almost. Like when they start, it's like, what is going on?
Like, psh. I mean, I was like this, and I mean, obviously it's my first baby. I've never had this happen to my body. I was just like, this is some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is very weird to have children.
It's very weird to have children, but it's also very weird how men will take it in the sexual direction with the like whole milk in your boobs. It's like, why?
Literally
why?
Feeling like the Dairy Queen sitting in the bed and like I was like, I'm ugly and I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm like pumping and Scott sat beside me and he did the pumping on his boobs. It was like really funny because I was like, that is what it feels. You just feel like I am a birthing center and a like food provider. Now I'm
a fucking cow.
Right.
I'm a literal cow.
And like you go from like feeling hot and like living your life and like then you're all, like you give birth and you're like this human factory that has like done all of these things. It's like
and you're
really
like
hard.
sitting and like also nobody also tells you that like you're gonna sit in a fucking diaper.
Oh God, that
for like a week.
I mean, you already feel unattractive.
Dude, you already feel unattractive. And then it's like you have to like put the like, it's a whole thing. And for those of you who have given birth, like if you know, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
You know.
Yeah.
There is no like, I feel sexy.
There is no I feel sexy. I think it's honestly crazy when you hear about people like having a baby and then like immediately getting pregnant after. Because I'm like.
Someone did that recently. I don't remember who it was.
I don't remember. I know like, what you're talking about.
It was like maybe like within 6 months of like
and I'm like, so you mean to tell me, but also like men like they can see sexy in anything and it's just like Jesus. I'm like, good God. I'm like, give me a goddamn
6
second.
Months pregnant, you feel like pretty because you're like skin is good.
You're snapping back.
Yep. Your
jeans are starting to fit again.
Like, oh, you look so sexy, and you're like, okay, I can get down right now. But like after
you're
that,
no longer in
9 months, I'm like, I basically look like cows with an udder. Like, no, it's not happening for you.
For sure.
And then you want to video it.
Right. And
there is a video out there of that I just wish would burn somewhere.
Dude, I've been dying to see the footage of this for so long. I so badly want to see. I would love to, because I'm just like, the imagery in my head is just
awful. I can see it so clearly.
I mean, at 9 months, you're quite literally like,
oh my God.
The sexual position is like, what? You just want me on my side? Like,
no, and then you have
or do you want me like doggy style? And it's like your belly's like.
Did you ever have varicose? I had varicose vagina, so everything down there like swells so bad that you're just
like, I don't need to ever see this ever again.
Ever again. And like, of course men think that's, and I'm just like,
what the fuck? It's like, why is my vagina being swelled up?
Oh my God. Hot? It's like literally the most like, I have never been more uncomfortable than when I was pregnant, honestly. Like, and I mean, there were times where I felt beautiful.
I felt good like up until like, I think month 5.
Not.
Month 5, month 6 is where I was like, okay, cool. Like, I have a belly. Like, I feel cute still. Month 7, 8, 9.
Kill me.
No, absolutely. My sleep sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm over it.
You can't get any relief. You can smell everything. Everything. It is.
My
really,
ankles
really
look like Play-Doh in my, like
the brown Play-Doh.
Do you remember when those viral like photos came out of Kim Kardashian when she was pregnant? I can't remember which child she was pregnant with, but like, they gave her such hell.
Why? I don't remember.
Because she was so fucking swollen. Like, her feet and her shoes.
That's ridiculous.
And you can Google this. I mean, I don't know if she had the internet scrubbed, but you can Google this. Her feet looked like fucking Play-Doh in her shoes.
Of course they did.
And honestly, I remember that. I just remember also like being like, God damn, like my ankles look like that too.
Yeah. I mean, you're swollen everywhere. You're
Jesus. Like, your lips, my lips were huge.
My lips were so like chapped.
My nose, like just like this whole area of my face.
I don't remember that. And I've been around you when you're pregnant. I don't remember.
Good Lord. I'm like, I look like Jay-Z.
Don't let this deter you from getting pregnant.
Is that Sade or is this Jay-Z?
No, it's awful. It is. It's like, it's just so many changes happening so fast, and you're being depleted of everything that you have. Don't let this deter you from being pregnant. I mean, and your body, like, everything is changing. Everything is like sucking the life out of you.
Man.
They're sucking every vitamin. So you're always like depleted.
I mean, I feel like there are those unicorn women though that like.
I mean, I did love it, but like I felt beautiful a lot of times. There was times where I was like, my body is no longer my own.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I mean, I feel like there's those unicorn women that like, they're tiny and they have the little basketball belly and they like
to have another one.
Yeah. And they literally don't even, it's like, fuck you. I have varicose vagina, so you can fucking suck it.
Both times I did. I literally was like, this is bullshit. And I asked my doctor, I was like, can't you like poke a hole or something and make it? And he was like, the only relief is to give birth. I'm like, fabulous.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then I had cholestasis too.
You were put through the ringer.
I know. Scott was like, we're not having any more kids. He's like,
that is
died
insane.
on the table.
And this was your first pregnancy?
Yeah, both of them. I almost died. Yeah.
Thank God.
I don't remember.
We wouldn't have you. R.I.P.
I know. I just remember like looking at Scott like, what's happening? Like, you're so, I don't know what the drug they gave me was. I don't know if it's the same thing they give everybody else, but I just remember being like, what's going on? What's happening? And Scott is like in white scrubs standing. He looks white as a sheet and he's like, I don't know, but just know this, whatever was in your body is not in it anymore. And then with Zoe, he was like, I can see your body parts in the reflection of that cabinet over there. I mean, it was, because they take your whole
that's the part that intrigues me is because all of my kids came right out of my fucking vagina. God did not want me to do that because I could not have handled it. For you, it's like they sliced you open like 2 times.
Yeah, I feel like it was way easier.
That is insane.
No labor. I had no cramps, no whatever it's called, contractions. And
I mean, I just remember being scared. Like I just was like, oh my God, I hope everything goes okay because I just don't want to be sliced open and have them take the baby out.
I just remember like shaking, like like, oh my God, like I didn't know what was happening, but I think the medication makes you do that too, where you're like really shaky.
That happens to you when you like, even if you birth them the other way, that still happens to you. But they said that it's because like, it's like something with your like
nervous system.
It's like your endorphins. It's like you're on like such a high from like
I could not control it.
Because they say that is what like gets you through the process of like giving birth. Your body just like rushes you with like endorphins.
I'm telling you, we're
fucking amazing.
We're God.
Yeah, we're fucking amazing.
We're Jesus. Like, honestly,
we're amazing.
The fact that we, like, that is just, it's insane to me. It's insane to look back at that and be like, and they're full-on humans now.
I mean, I think that it sucks for men that, like, they don't get, I just remember always thinking that, like, for them, though, how, like, weird, like how do they feel from their perspective, because like they physically see us getting bigger.
I think it takes them a long time to feel a connection like we do.
I'm like,
I mean, do you feel like Michael was like that, like I don't feel connected or any of that, or was he like all
no absolutely not.
I think Scott was like that for a minute.
I think he was super connected like with all of them. I mean, but he also was like always like rubbing my belly and like excited, like, you know, they like talk to your belly, like, can you hear me in there and stuff like that. And then it's just like, it's crazy.
I mean, I loved that whatever I wanted, I got when I was pregnant.
This is true.
I mean, because like Scott is hell on like the like music, and it would be like Rihanna at Diamonds, like every single time you get in the car and he would be like, oh God, this song again.
Yeah.
My baby loved it. They loved it. They were like, Rihanna.
I mean, I do feel like it is crazy. Like I remember when Arya was born that like, I feel like he like spoke to her, and I feel like she like,
listened?
She smiled. She started smiling. And I was just like, I do feel like they recognize voices.
Oh, definitely.
While they're in there, you know?
It's part of their chemistry. So it has to be, right?
So I feel like that's the win. That's a win for dads.
That's a win for dads.
It's like, talk to your baby because they're listening in there.
It is, but like, we're just cautious people as women. It's like, you're protective in nature. I mean, that's like, we're like that with friendships too. You know what I mean? So it's like, but for them, it's more like, the dad's the fun one, or dad's the careless one, or dad, because they don't, not that they don't care, but it's like, I think it's it's like nurture versus whatever you want to call that.
I think Michael is super involved with all of them, but I feel like men are more excited for like what they can do with kids when they get older.
It's not relatable.
Men are excited to throw a baseball, to throw a football, to put their son on a bike and teach him how to ride a bike. Like those are the things that they get excited
like
for.
Like Milo, like he was so tiny that he would be in preemie, right?
Yeah.
But the like shirts would be like
what?
They would be like scoop necks on him, right? And he would like be on his tummy and like it looked like he had cleavage. And Scott would like make these videos where he would be like, "Is that your cleavage, baby?" And he'd be like, "Yeah." Like it was just like so funny because I'm like, okay, like, are you okay? Like,
yes,
just like make fun. But he would. There's like all these like photos of like Milo with his cleavage. It was just like so funny. It's like they always find the fun in it, and I feel like we're just so cautious because it's like this little package just came from us. I think
100%, 100%.
I mean, it doesn't make them like irresponsible or they don't care. It's just a different. It's a different thing. You know?
Need that balance, though.
I mean, I wish men would start having babies because I feel like we would relate a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
Right? Where are they coming out of, though?
Yeah. Also strange.
They're being cut out.
Not strange. To get deep on you guys, but I think being a mom is probably the hardest and most important job.
Literally.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly.
For sure.
Honestly.
For sure. Just the fact that Zach said that is like.
I mean, it really is, though.
I mean, it's so true.
Because you're keeping people alive.
I mean, the facts are the facts. And nobody is like, Dad, what's for dinner? It's Mom, what's for dinner? You know, we're the ones that are being asked all the questions. Yeah. Yeah, really.
Fucking done.
I mean, in most days we're like over it and like we're burnt out. Like we were saying earlier, like you get burnt out. Like you're working, you're doing all the things, and
that's what we were going to touch on today, was like finding the balance is like, you know, yes, is it hard to give birth and be a mom and have a baby and all the newborn stuff and learn as you go, but like when we're at the stage that we're at now where it's like we're full-time jobs, careers, you're maintaining a home. Your children need you more than they ever have. I mean, yes, having a baby is hard. I'm not discrediting that. But when they start to get older and they need their homework done, and they just have much bigger demands than when they're little tiny people. And like finding that balance is really fucking hard. And I mean, when you're in weddings and you're making people beautiful all week, like, I mean, we felt burnout this week. We traveled on Thursday and Friday. We did 3 weddings, 4 trials, and you're giving, and that's what we were talking about in the car on the ride over here. It was kind of like
you're tap dancing of yourself all the time.
All the time. Mm-hmm. There's not ever a time when you're giving yourself 0 unless you're sleeping.
Yep.
That's the only time, and you literally become this shell of a human. And it's like, even like brides in the bridal party will be like, "Oh my gosh, you guys have that many kids! Like, how do you find the balance?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know it." And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "You don't, motherfucker.
You don't.
You never find the fucking balance.
You really don't.
It's a fucking lie. I'm a big fat liar because you don't. You just learn how to like.
Here's the balance.
Adapt." For real.
A 7 brew fucking energy filler.
Right.
This is the balance.
You find little wins and you pray that like tomorrow will be easier.
Yeah.
And then like your family life and your child life becomes easier than your job. And then you figure out like, okay, how am I going to, you compartmentalize.
Yeah.
I mean, I am at a disadvantage because I am a Virgo, I am OCD, and I am a business owner and an artist.
I mean, you're literally like a fucking robot. Honestly,
Probably
one of the hardest
even like
people I know. Honestly, no.
But it's the same for you because you're just as involved, and it's like, you know, like we are strong women. We are, you know, respectful, kind, love our jobs, all the things. But it's like you're still a fucking human being.
Facts.
And it's like, I'm sorry that this went on, you know, on your day or at the trial. But it's like sometimes I'm like, I want to be like, I don't fucking care.
Right.
My kid is coughing at home.
Right. And it's like, you know, like given like to everybody, and then you get home and it's like blowjob gate, you know, and it's like
not for me, but anyway,
and, you know, but it's like, it's like, Jesus Christ. Like I'm tapped out. Yeah. I'm pleasing everyone at this point. Like I have nothing left to get. We were getting
our nails done and we ran into that mom and she was like, I'm having a self-care day. I wanted to fucking punch her in the throat because I was like, how fucking nice for you.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't have time to do that. And it's like, I feel like we really should prioritize ourselves more. And we don't do that. It's easy to see Sade and I and be like, you guys are put together. You have your nails done. You know what that looks like for us? It's like in between weddings and brides and family and planning and all the things we have going on. It's like, let's shell out 45 minutes to pop in and get abused by our nail techs. And
thank you for saying that. Because I'm like, listen.
Zach.
It is abuse. That's a story for another day.
That's a story for another day.
But, yeah.
But like, no, and then, you know, you go and you do this, but it's not like we have set aside an entire day to do these things. And it's like, that is a huge message. I think that her and I talk about all the time is like, give yourself a minute and take time for yourself because if you do not, you will never get it. No one is going to hand you the time.
Even if I know it sounds trivial, but like even if it is just like going in the bathroom and putting your fucking makeup on, honestly, that is my me time.
Same.
That's my me time.
And I got to get up at 5 to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like as much of a pain in the ass as that is, like that I get maybe 45 minutes alone.
But I feel good when it's done.
Right. And it's not about vanity. It's about like, I want to feel pretty, and I enjoy doing my own makeup, and I enjoy doing my own hair. And you can look at us, and it's easy for us to be a target in that way. Yeah. It is, but it's like it doesn't mean like you don't care because you don't do your hair and makeup and walk into Target. But like,
and it's not like I'm like at my house in a full face beat, like doing chores all the time. No, I'm not.
This bitch is in yellow gloves.
Yeah, really man.
When I rolled up that day, she was like yellow gloves in a bucket.
But it's true. But it's true.
Yeah, but it's
like,
true.
And the same for you. It's like you know when we're around the house doing like domestic.
What's the first thing we say to each other when we FaceTime each other during the week and we actually are home cleaning? It's like,
oh my God, don't look at me. I'm so ugly.
I'm ugly. I'm just warning you. I have no makeup on. And then we're like, girl, you're crazy. Girl, you're crazy. But it is like, so I think that would be a huge piece of advice that I would give new moms to be whatever.
Yeah.
Would be like, prioritize yourself because it's really fucking hard to do.
And it's easy to not do that and go down the other way. And then like before you know it, you like wake up and you're like, who the fuck am I? Because I'm not the girl.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw, but there was like a TikTok trend. Like it was like a viral trend of like losing yourself as a mom. And it would be like people, they would show like a photo of them before. Always fucking hot, like a club photo where they're like, makeup is beat, whatever. And then it's like them now once becoming a mom. And let me tell you something.
God, we have to
the photos are fucking shocking.
Wow.
But I can relate. Like at some point, like I was right there with them. I'm like, good Lord. but you have to carve it.
And there's nothing wrong with sinking yourself into like being a mom either. Yeah. It's like you're forgiven. Like,
and it doesn't have to be doing your makeup. Like whatever like your thing is. Doing yoga, doing fucking yoga. Yeah.
The girl that we saw at the nail salon, she's not like into making, like, she's not really thinking about her looks or whatever, but she is taking time to give herself
self-care. She was getting a manicure.
Right.
I mean, even though it was just like,
right,
just gel on her regular nails,
I think y'all
no shade.
Short nails, but whatever.
No shade.
I think y'all both will agree. There's no like one size fits all way to be a good mom. Right, like it looks a bunch of different ways, and that doesn't make like one better.
No doubt.
It's like, I honestly feel like people think there is only one way, and it's the people that are giving you the advice that I'm always like this, and this is the thing I say to everybody. I'm like, unless it's going to be something positive, don't fucking tell me. I don't want to know that you were in labor 24 hours, you almost lost your baby, the baby almost died. Listen, I'm pregnant, and I only want to hear positive stuff.
Correct.
I think that is important. Like. And if somebody starts telling you something negative or like, girl, you just wait, you're going to be torn or whatever, walk away.
Yeah.
Because that person does not have anything to offer you. I cannot tell you how many negative things people told me.
You got to protect your
peace. Just like,
and I think in like, some way people feel like they're like doing something good because they're telling you like the stuff that people might not tell you. But it's like,
no.
You have plenty of time down the road to be, you know, and usually you're already, especially if you're a first time mom, you're already fucking worried anyway. So it's like, this
what
is
was
the
your
last
biggest
thing
worry when you were pregnant? Mine was like, I'm going to poop when I have the baby. That was like all I could.
You're going to laugh because it's actually really, I just didn't want to have a bald baby.
Are you serious?
That's so stupid. I did not want to have a bald baby because I knew this girl and her sister, when she was bald,
cone head?
She was bald. No, she was bald for a long time. Like homegirl was like 4 years old and she was still,
she was not.
I swear.
She had a 4-year-old bald baby.
I swear her hair didn't really start growing in until she was like 5 or 6 years old.
Dear God.
Up till 4, like homegirl hardly had any hair to put into, and I was like,
"That's me."
I'm like, that is so ugly. I don't want to have a bald baby.
Those in my hair.
And I know that sounds vain and crazy, but I wanted to like give my baby a blowout and put a bow in her hair and do all the things.
Blowouts. Are we gonna start off in baby blowouts?
I did. I have photos of Aria with baby blowouts. I did.
God, I bet she looks so cute.
I mean, somebody might be like, "Girl, that's insane."
Have you
but
seen the baby that has the full thick hair? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
He's like the little Asian baby, and he has like so much hair in the.
Oh my gosh! Yes, so cute. I know. You didn't worry about having a bald baby?
I did not. I worried about having an ugly baby.
I didn't want to have a bald baby. I mean, I knew my babies weren't going to be ugly. Come on, you should have known your babies weren't going to be ugly. I knew my babies weren't going to be ugly, but I was like, I just don't want a bald baby.
I have no history. I'm adopted. Like I had nothing to like.
Okay,
I had just
from that
myself.
angle, I can see. From that angle, I can see.
I mean, I'm cute, but like I could have an ugly baby. That was my fear. And then Milo came out.
Impossible.
Milo was beautiful. We would be walking around and people were like, oh my God, that is the most beautiful little girl. And I'm like, he's a boy, but okay.
Yeah.
And like, the whole time me and Scott were like, that's it. Zoe's going to be ugly. It is what it is. She's going to be hideous. And when she came out, that was the first thing Scott said. He was like, oh my God, she's beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. So I get that.
Yeah.
It's bald baby gate.
I know.
Bald baby gate and ugly baby gate.
And ugly baby gate.
Ugly babies. Sorry, but there are. And they grow into beautiful kids. But like,
that's
some babies
true.
are ugly.
Some babies are just
some
not
babies look
very
like adults.
cute.
That shit freaks me out.
I mean.
You ever seen that, Zach? Like in the grocery store, a baby in the shopping cart, and you pass it and they're like, how do you know more than me?
He's already stressed about his mortgage.
That look, man. I'm like, you used to be an adult.
I mean, and I feel like it's weird, but like, why? It's like toddlers, right? Like 2, 3 years old. Like you walk past them in the grocery store. Why do all kids do this?
Oh,
they just stare at you. Why do all kids do that?
Probably just you because you're beautiful.
I think it happens to everybody. Hasn't a child just looked at you and just kind of like stared you down? Like what?
No, not really.
Okay, I guess I'm like the child whisperer then. I don't know. Maybe they said something about me. Maybe they said something about me.
You actually are the child whisperer because this bitch will be on a wedding and a baby will come in and the baby will be like upset, crying, wiggly, all uncomfortable, and Shadi will be like, hello, how are you? And the baby's like, oh. And you're like, or like a kid will come in and it'll be like, it'll be like a flower girl and she's just like really nervous and she's like scared and Shadi will be like, hi, what's your name? Do you want to sit in the chair? And they're like,
it's true.
Yeah. And I'm like,
It's true.
Even like you are the child whisperer.
Sade loves the kids.
They love you.
I love children. They're so cute.
I know.
They're all cute.
I only like your children and mine. Sorry. I do.
I think all children are cute. I mean, I definitely think there are some kids that are definitely, but it's
more
not
behavioral.
It's behavioral.
Yeah,
it's behavioral. Yeah. I mean, because you saw the other day there was a child at a wedding, and like usually any child, even if they're not friendly or they're shy, I can break them, and they will be like, oh, like she wasn't having it.
She was not.
She was not. She didn't care.
I mean, Sade catered to that girl too.
I tried.
Can I put you on a pillow?
Yeah, I tried. She was like, sleepy. She was falling asleep. I tried to get a little pillow for her. She didn't.
No,
care.
Nothing jerks me more than like when I address a child
and they don't speak to you.
I literally, because
that's like one of my pet peeves.
Because with our kids, we're like, if someone's like, well, hi, how are you? How old are you? And if they were not saying anything, I would be like, you better fucking answer right now.
Well, there's like some people who say like they don't like to do that because they feel like,
stranger danger.
Yeah. And they feel like, but I feel like for like respect purposes, if somebody's like, hi, like
if someone's addressing you, or just say, hi.
Well, especially if they're like, how old are you? Like, are you 2 or are well, maybe not are you 2 because they're like, bitch, I can't talk.
Yes, I'm having a great break. How's your day going? How's your career?
Like, say something back. Like I always like my kids. I'm like, you got to say something back. Like
it's just a look. It's like, mind your manners.
Yeah,
I know it. I mean, and there's been a few times where like my kids will be in their phone and someone will be addressing them, and I'll be like,
right.
But it's like there's never a time that they're not talking back, and we know who we're talking about.
Yeah. A story for another day.
Or not a story at all, because it sucks. But yeah, I think, being a mom is hard. It's hard. It's the hardest, best, worst, most dedicated, most frustrating. It's all the adjectives combined, because you're never going to pinpoint it and have just one adjective. It's never going to be like, it's beautiful. It's never going to be that.
It's not.
It's going to always be a challenge because things are being thrown at you left and right, but you just do the best you can. Lean on people that are giving you good advice. Don't judge yourself because you can't breastfeed. Neither one of us, we tried, and the shit failed.
Fail.
Right.
Yeah.
And our kids are alive and they were formula fed. How about that?
Correct.
And both gifted.
And they're very healthy.
Right. Milo is very healthy.
Strong as an ox.
Milo can lift a tree with his leg.
Yeah.
So
he's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
So is KJ.
Right.
He's a big boy.
Right. So it's like, just do the best you can and like trust the right people, and you're doing a great job. And if you need somebody, reach out to us.
Is this our Jerry Springer moment of
our
the
final
day?
thought?
Our final thought?
Yeah.
That was well said. I have nothing to add to that.
I'm a genius.
I mean, you really are. That's why your kids are.
Love you guys. I don't know what else to say other than bye-bye.
Yay! We're back!